Hello. Are we steady? You guys are balancing right now, so this is challenging. Hi guys. So I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm gonna do a clean product haul. So products that I have been obsessed with for 6 months to a year, to some things over a year. Most of these things you'll see are almost empty. I don't want to show you things that I just started using. These are things that I swear by that really work for me, and hopefully they work for you too. All right, let's dive in. Let's dive in, shall we? All right, let's start off. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I am a massive Mary Ruth's Organics person. I'm a massive Mary Ruth's Organics fan. I take so many of her products, but what I swear by the most are her liquid morning multivitamin and her liquid nighttime multi-mineral. I guess you go this way. I love them. This is probably like my 12th order. I take these every single day, morning and night, and when I don't, I notice a difference. My energy's not the same, my digestive system isn't running the same, fogginess, they're just amazing. And she's really big on liquids because she says that we digest liquids a lot easier and in higher percentages than we do pills. So, love that. Thank you, Mary Ruth. You are the shit. Moving on, we'll stay in the wellness category for a minute. Following liquid, so if you've ever had the wellness formula, which is pretty popular amongst anyone that knows anything about health, the wellness formula usually comes in. So if you're familiar with the wellness formula, usually comes in pill form. It's really popular at Whole Foods. I know a lot of my friends have it. But I found this, it's the same thing, but it's in liquid form. And after learning more about liquids from Mary Ruth, I decided to go with the liquid formula, and I love it. I'm not sick, but I still take this 3 times a day, just in case, it tastes really good. And yeah, it works like a charm every time. Never let me down. All right, moving on. Let's talk Manuka Honey. All right, I posted this on my story a couple times. I love Manuka Honey. I actually haven't had it for a while, and with the whole Rona sitch, I decided to cop me some. Manuka Honey is so good for you. There's so many healing properties. It's anti-inflammatory, antiviral. It's good for your throat. I add this to my smoothies. I add it to my coffee as a sweetener. Sometimes I just take a good old spoonful to the face and call it a day. But it is a little bit pricey depending on the MGO number. The higher the number, the more healing properties there are. 45 is semi-low, but whatever, at least you're getting it in your system, you know what I mean? You can get this on Amazon. You can get this at any health food store, I'd imagine. All right, so let's talk toothpaste. As you can see, this is almost empty. I avoid fluoride like it's the plague. I think fluoride is terrible for you. I have a water filter that takes all the fluoride out, and I don't use fluoride in my toothpaste. So I've tried a bunch of toothpaste without fluoride and without some of the added chemicals, and they usually taste like shit. This is the first one I found that actually tastes really good. It's Dr. Bronner's, we're gonna go with that. I got this at Whole Foods. You can probably get it at any other health food store or Amazon. It's so good. Highly recommend. She's almost empty. All right, sunscreen. All right, so I'm in Florida now, and I'm wearing a lot more sunscreen than I usually do. And I started reading the chemicals and the ingredients, and as you can imagine, knowing me, it really freaked me the fuck out. So I started researching chemical-free, safe sunscreens, and I came across Thrive, and I really love it. It's basically powered by plants. It's made of plants and natural ingredients. It's 30 SPF. It rubs in nicely. A lot of the chemical-free sunscreens I noticed made me look like a ghost when I was done applying. This doesn't. Rubs in perfectly. You look glowy, you look beautiful, you don't get burnt. You know what I mean? All right. Let's move into skincare. I guess we already did. Drunk Elephant Baby Facial. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this. I love this. I use it as a mask, but I also use it as spot treatment. So after I've done my entire skincare routine at night and I have a little bump, I will put a little bit on there and sleep, and in the morning, it's gone. It's beautiful. It's made of chickpea flour. It's got pretty clean ingredients. It does burn a bit when you put it on, but sometimes you gotta feel the burn. You know what I mean? So makeup. All right, I used to be a huge makeup fan, wore so much. And then the more I got into health and wellness and started reading more about ingredients, I really cut back and became way more cautious of what I put on my skin. Your skin is the largest organ on your body and it absorbs everything, so be cautious. This is the Stem Cellular CC Cream by Juice Beauty. I don't know if you can see. It's got an SPF of 30. It's kind of like a tinted moisturizer. It's so nice though. You can kind of layer it on. During the day I wear a super small layer, thin layer, but if I'm going out at night and I want to add a little bit more, it just builds really nicely. It has a nice glow to it. This is in the color Warm Glow. So if you have similar skin tone to me, Warm Glow would be a good color for you. Well, as I'm throwing it at you. All right, Welda, Skin Food. This is my everything, all right? Y'all are out here with La Mer or La Mer paying $100 per tube. This shit is amazing. I put this on my face twice a day, neck, chest. If I'm feeling really dry, this shit hits the whole body. It's amazing. It's thick. You feel so hydrated. I love it. I get this at Whole Foods. You can get it on Amazon, probably any other health store. It's clean ingredients. I mean, it's skin food. Give your skin what it wants. All right, perfume. So I went through a phase where I was kind of getting rashes on my chest and my neck, and I suspected it was my fragrance, which was bizarre because I was using the same fragrance for years. But when I started to look into the ingredients, it all made sense. So many of our perfumes are just full of toxic shit, all right? So one of my first friends in LA, Karina, has a brand called Dead Cool, and all of her products are toxic free. They're 100% natural. This perfume is fragrance number 1. It's my favorite. I can't explain to you how good it smells. It's full of essential oils. It's all natural. And you don't break out in hives or ingest a bunch of toxic shit because it doesn't have any in it. As you can see, I'm almost out. I'm still waiting on I just ordered some more, so she's on her way to me. Dead Cool also makes chapsticks. I don't know if you've ever looked into what's actually in your chapsticks, but it's pretty fucking disgusting. This doesn't have any of that gunk. It's 100% natural and vegan and made with clean products. This is the vanilla. It's my favorite. I buy these for my mom, my friends, because I don't want them ingesting all that toxic shit. It's gross. So thank you, Karina, for creating such an incredible brand. All right, moving into moving on to food. All right, so milks. I love this milk, all right? If you've been following me for quite some time, you would see that I went through a make my own milk phase. I was making all my own nut milks, and I tried to make oat milk, and it just didn't do it for me. And then I discovered Elmhurst. All right, y'all, so moving on to food. We're gonna start with this milk by Elmhurst. It's their oat milk. It's amazing, and it has 3 ingredients. I went through a phase where I was making all of my nut milks. If you're an avid nut milk drinker, I hope you're aware of if you're familiar with nut milks and oat milks that are popular. If you're an avid nut milk or oat milk drinker, I'm sure you're aware of the gums that are added to the milks. If not, you should read the ingredient list. They usually have a bunch of just added shit that's not good for you. So I went through a phase where I tried to make all of my own milks at home, but I just couldn't quite get the oat milk down. Shit didn't hit for me. So then I discovered Elmhurst, and this is so good. It's only filtered water, whole grain oats, and salt. It's so creamy, so delicious. I add this to my coffee every morning and sometimes to my smoothies. It's delicious. I love you. Moving on. All right, so I am not gluten intolerant, but I do try to avoid gluten when I can because who are we kidding? Gluten's not really good for anyone. So Siete. I've searched deep. I've tried so many gluten-free wraps and they're usually disgusting. And then there was Siete. These are so good. They're made with cassava flour. They have a few different types. Some are made with almond flour, but these are my favorite. I got my mom hooked on these. I have my friends hooked on these who don't even care about being gluten-free. They're that good. They also make really good chips, and they have this vegan cheese queso dip. Cheese is queso. Queso dip, and it is divine. So thank you, Siete, for just simply existing and putting out incredible products. You're really appreciated. Last but not least, loving this right now, Right Rice. Such a good rice alternative if you're plant-based or you're just looking for that extra protein boost. It's made from vegetables. It's got 10 grams of protein per serving, and it's fucking delicious. I'm actually having both of these products tonight. I'm making portobello tacos for myself and my family. And so we're gonna use these as the taco shells, and I'm gonna add some lime and cilantro to this rice for some festive deliciousness. But anyway, those are my go-tos, my can't live withouts, my loves, and my heart. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you try some of these products. If you do, let me know what you thought of them. How did you feel? Also, let me know what clean products you like. Send me some things to try. I'm open to suggestions. But I do encourage you to read packaging, read ingredient lists. I am the girl I'm always the girl in the grocery store that takes forever because I'm constantly reading all the ingredients if I'm buying something processed. Just be cautious, be aware, look into the foods, look into look into your fragrances and your lips. Look into your makeup and all of your skincare. Just be cautious of what you're putting in and on your body because it matters. It's important. We got to take care of this. You know what I mean? We in this together. Hope you guys have a great day.